All right. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to first of all say Sunday. I was about to say Saturday. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
I don't want this weekend to be over. It doesn't matter. But so I want to say happy Sunday, everybody. I hope that y'all are having a great weekend and have had a great weekend. And today I want to kind of introduce you to one of my best friends that has been around me for a very long time. And I want her to introduce herself before we get into the conversation because we're talking about investing and trading. And so just go on ahead, Charity. Just introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are, where you're at right now, what you do.
Hi, everyone. My name is Charity. I'm currently in Washington State right now. Been in the military over 20 years now. Yay, me. I've actually known Leona for 20 of those years as well. So we do go a long way since Germany. That's when we met and whatnot.
Hmm.
And hey, here we are.
I know, right? 20 years later, and we still
Yes.
together. See, that's telling my age, y'all. That's in living color. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to get you on because I like asking questions to everybody, and then for everyone to see that it's not just me doing this. Trading, investing, all of that stuff. So I kind of want to ask you so you can share with everyone, like, what prompted you to start getting into the different investments and definitely with trading?
Okay, so I would definitely say money. Let's just be honest.
Right,
Uh,
right.
yeah, I do have a stable job, and but at the same time, for me, I've always said, hey, I don't want to just rely on this one paycheck that I'm getting, from the military. So I've always wanted to do something different, and I've always said, dang, what can I do? What can I do, man? What can I do? You know,
Yeah,
invested in stock, as well, and that was like recently, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, you bought stock. What's next? Like, what do
exactly.
they also everybody say, hey, buy stock, buy stock, buy stock. Hey, buy a house, which I also bought a house as well. But at the same time, it's like, hey, I want more. Because for me, going back to the question you asked, what made me decide to do this as well. Hey, I want to have money to travel. Like, I like traveling. That's what I want to do. So when Leona came to me about it, because I had already talked to her about all this before, but then when she introduced me to forex, she was like, "Well, I have an opportunity for you. You want to you want to hear about it and whatnot?" So I was like, "Okay, sure." You know, uh, Coming from her, I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna listen." And I'm the type of person, if you come to me anyway, I'm going to listen to what you have to say anyway. So I did listen to it. Now, I don't know how far you want me to go. You want me to stop here or keep going?
Now, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So I
Tell
did,
the truth now.
yeah, I did listen to her. So, hey, at the time, it sounded like a great idea. But also, my workload for me, the way I felt at that time, is like, hey, I'm too busy doing this. I don't have time. I don't have time. And then she would still come to me, but Charity, if you do this and do that, you can make some time in this. I still didn't want to hear it. So I would probably say so. I was like, so I did tell her, hey, not right now. I get back to it. That we probably talked. I think 2 weeks later, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Then she was like, Charity, look, I know you said this, I know you said that. So I was like, okay, you know what? Because it's you, so I'm gonna go ahead and and see how this goes. So I went ahead and signed up again. During that time, my workload was still going. So I'm like, in the back of my head, I never lost sight of that. As far as forex, trading the foreign exchange market. I'm like, dang, I really need to start doing this. But how am I gonna do it right now? I'm just tired. I come home like I don't want to do this, but at the same time, for me, hey, I knew that I wasn't going to give up on it. Now,
Hmm.
I would definitely say with Leona, hey, she'll call me, hey, or text me. hey, I haven't heard from you. And I tell her, hey, I'm good. I got this. I'm like, hey, I'm good. I got this. Don't worry about nothing. I'm good. But you know how it is. You know, you don't hear from somebody, more than likely they're not going to do it. But for me, I've always been the type. If I say I'm going to do something, I am going to do it. And I know what goals that I had in mind. From the get go. I have always said, hey, once everything slows down, then I would get back into it. Now it's funny because everything my work, as far as my workload, it did slow down. So then I said, you know what? Okay, let me do this now. So then I started doing it. Now I was probably in it for a good. As a matter of fact, it's been almost 4 months. I think it has been about 4 months now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say definitely that first month or a month and a half, I didn't really do too much. Then once I started doing it, it's like, hey, wait a minute, I should have been doing this a long time ago.
Things change when you start seeing the
Yeah,
results.
it does. Things do change. And then what's funny about that is it's like, okay, my workload picked back up. But then it's like, okay, well, it's about prioritizing as well. Like, what can you do? Like, even though I said, hey, I can't do a lot right now. Hey, I'm sitting here, I'm paying for this education, and I'm not doing anything with it. But it's like, hey, you better make some time. And there is time to do this. It doesn't matter if you carve out 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Because at one point, I was doing that. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I give it about an hour, or hey, I good about an hour and a half, whatever. But then I don't know what I was thinking about. Cause then it's like, hey, once you really, really, really get into the academy and you actually start studying and whatnot, then you look at it like, hey, I got time for this. Like there's no reason.
I'm glad you said that because I like the idea of that straight up, that transparency, where you were in for a month and a half and you didn't really do much, you know, and then it was okay. Let me go on ahead because I'm paying for this education.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like, so I want people to think about this. If you're going to school and you're paying for education, but you're not taking the time to study, if you're not going to class, then what's going to happen? More than likely, you're going to fail that class, right? You're going
Yeah,
to fail that class if you don't study or go to those classrooms and get the information from the professor. You're going to fail. Well, here's the thing: if you don't take the time to carve out time to study, to practice, to get on calls with us and trade with us or whatever, then guess what? You're not gonna make money, which means that you're gonna fail at your goal. You're gonna miss the mark. So
exactly.
we all have time to do what it is that we say we want to do. It's just, do we truly want it? That's what it boils down to. And I like the fact that you said, well, I had goals. So that's what kept me, from just paying for this another full month and not dedicating 15 minutes, 30 minutes a day. What
Exactly.
were you about to say
So
on that?
one thing, hey, another moment of transparency. One thing I would definitely say, right? A lot of times that we'll say that we don't have time to do something. I know there are certain things that hey relaxes us, but again, going back to prioritizing what's important to you. If it comes
Right.
getting out work, say, "Oh, I'm so tired. Ooh, I don't feel like doing nothing," but you come home, you get online anyway, you get on YouTube because I'm a big fan of YouTube. Hey, I know YouTube.
I know.
Hey, I don't watch TV as much as I used to, but hey, I would turn on TV. I'm sitting here watching Love and Hip Hop and everything else that's not beneficial to my goals that I said I wanted to set for myself. So that time frame, hey, Love and Hip Hop lasts an hour.
Right.
Now that whole hour, to include commercials, I could have been sitting here. Hey, let me study this technique right here. And I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So we do have time to do things. We tend to make like, hey, what's really important to us, we'll find time to do that. So why can't we find time to do the things that's gonna be beneficial to us as well? So
Right.
I would definitely say that. So like I said, coming home, hey, getting on YouTube, Instagram, Love and Hip Hop or any other, television show. If I had time to do that, then I had time to do this right here as well.
Exactly. And so I was thinking about, when you was talking about time. So I get this as well. People say, well, I mean, it's too late. So what the title of this is it too late to invest in crypto and trade? But I'm going to say something. The time that we have spent, doing all of these things, like what Chad was saying, that doesn't add value to our lives, that doesn't put money in our accounts or affords us the opportunity to build that generational wealth, is time that's being missed for us to get in. Now, I'm going to say something. It's not too late right now for you to invest in crypto. No matter what you think, well, Bitcoin price is so high right now. Listen, this is not the stock market, okay? Like, this is totally different. But that means that you have to connect with individuals who know what they're talking about and who are investing in cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, whatever it is. So with that, it just means that the longer, I want to say this, the longer that it takes us to get involved, whether it's to invest in cryptocurrency or whether it's to start trading, that's the more money it's going to cost us in the long run. Because think about this. When Chad was talking about not having that time, right, with work, but she already had enrolled in this Wealth University. Guess what? That cost her money versus taking that time, carving out that 15 minutes or that 30 minutes. So instead of watching Love and Hip Hop, like she was saying, using that as an example, watching Love and Hip Hop costs her money, being honest. So it's not too late to do any of this stuff, whether it's investing in crypto, whether it's learning how to trade, whether it's learning how to trade crypto, whether it's learning how to trade Forex, whatever it is, it's not too late. It's just a matter of the longer we wait to do it, the more it's going to cost us in the long run. And that's pretty much it. So, Charity, I wanted to ask you, so now that you've been doing it, can you give us like kind of a key takeaway, what you've gotten since being here for the past 4 months? Like, what's one thing that you can say, you know what, I didn't realize, but this is what I got from being a part of this Wealth University?
You know what? I would definitely say a network, a great team, because when you're doing this, it is great to have people standing behind you, rooting for you, rooting alongside you as well. Because that, for me, that's also motivating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Different chats, different chat groups that we have. We definitely have training as well. So when you're getting into this, it's not like say, hey, I want to sign, we want you to sign up, and I sit here and sign up, and then they just leave you, by yourself. That's not how it works. Especially,
right.
And I can definitely talk about the team that I'm on. Like, hey, everybody is always, always, always like posting, hey, what's going on? Doing the training. Hey, where you at now? Coming up with, ideas, different things like that. And then for sometimes even too, if you still haven't got a grasp of things, we'll still take that time out and say, hey, you know what? On Saturday, hey, on Thursday, Friday, whatever day it is, we're going to say, hey, we're going to do team training so we can help you get you to the area where you need to be at. So
exactly.
I definitely like that, because sometimes, you can have your moments where, hey, you may get busy, or, whatever strategy you're trying to learn, you may be having a little difficulty with it. But when you see people posting like, in the chat, different things that they have done and what they're doing and where, where they started from, where they're at, that is motivation in itself right there. So I don't know, like, the type of person, for everyone that's listening right now, the type of person that you are. But if you're the type that, hey, sometimes you need encouragement, motivation and everything, then I would definitely say this I Am Academy is definitely a great stepping stone for you. Like, you would get all of that. So that's one of the biggest like takeaways that I have since joining the academy. Like, they're not gonna leave you hanging.
right.
Come on, sometimes maybe to the point where you're kind of like, okay, leave me alone now. But it's like, hey, they are there. So, if you don't, take advantage of that, I can honestly say, hey, that's on you, because it's there, So But yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I've had some people who I've helped to, enroll into this web university that is I Am Mastery Academy. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm one of those people. I want everybody to win. That's who I am. I've been that way since I was a kid. If I got $1, we all got $1. Like me and my friends. Like that's just how I was. And so that's pretty much how I am today, honestly. And so when in the beginning, when people would quit, I would kind of take it personal. Like, like, dang, man, like what I didn't do. But then I had to think about it, like, hold on. There are so many people that are winning or that finally got that breakthrough on that particular strategy, because we're doing those team training sessions, whether it's Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, whatever day, somebody got something from it. When you hear, people telling their story about, man, I finally made X amount of dollars, or I finally hit my own, trade. I won my first trade by myself. Like, that is what it's about. It's not about the amount of money somebody made. It's about the fact that they got it. They finally got it. So when, now my mindset is if you leave, that's on you because we offer way too much. This place, I'm going to tell you, I understand that there are other, companies that's out right now and they're cheap. By all means, you are an adult, do what you do. But just think about this. If you go to, I use this example, for our ladies, right? If you are a name brand person, you say, well, I want some Chanel, right? Are you going to go to Family Dollar expecting to get Chanel? No, you're going to get Family Dollar. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no comparison when we're talking about real premier education. I Am is where it's at. That's why it costs what it costs, because you're getting so much different stuff. You're getting apps. You're getting, multi-million-dollar banking software, right? You're getting access to individuals who've been trading for years and making a large amount of money on a daily basis, and they're helping us to do it. So to go and pay $25 or $99 or whatever it is, I don't even know what the prices are of these other ones, but I mean, you get what you pay for, and that's being honest. But guess what? We get the opportunity, me and Charity can pick up the phone and call each other. We're walking, I'm walking her through how to set up, there's this thing that's gonna make her more money with trading. I ain't sharing that with y'all because like that's a team thing. But it's just the fact that we have it. So it's not too late, y'all. I understand today is the 20th of December. It's not too late. What I would say to you is, now is the time to go on ahead and make a decision. Because when January 1st hit, all of us that are here right now, we're taking off. We're gone. We have our own little personal challenges and stuff, that we're starting next year. And it's exciting. So, I mean, I'll just say that, right now is the time to go on ahead. Don't keep waiting and saying, well, maybe, and ooh, and I look. So as a matter of fact, I want to ask you this. So for the person that is hesitant, you already talked about the busy person, how to get past that part. But what about the person that's hesitant? They kind of want to do it, but they're still on the fence. They don't really know. What is one thing that you would tell them, that hesitant person?
One question I would say, why are you still on the fence?
Right.
What you about? Because a lot of people would bring up money.
Yeah.
I can afford it right now, or I don't have it, or well, I'll see, and all that. What are you trying to see? I mean, seriously though, if you have people coming to you telling you, telling you about IML Academy, we're telling you, hey, here is something that can change your life. You're hearing our stories, right now. And for me, that would be a motivating factor for me to say, you know what, I'm gonna listen to them and I'm gonna take a chance and go ahead and do it. Because a lot of times too, what I have noticed too, and some of it other people could be in your ear, and meaning your naysayers, saying, hey, why you doing that? Or that's not gonna work, or that's a risk and everything. You talking to the wrong people. And then me personally, that's just me. I'm not finna listen to anybody that's either in the same boat that I am, or it's not, or not. You know what I mean? How can you tell me about something that you've never tried? You know, I'm gonna tell you, take that risk, take a chance on yourself. Then, especially if you have family, go ahead and take that chance. I can definitely tell you, you will not regret it. Get off the fence, get up, hey, and come do this. You know, you're gonna have a team standing behind you. There's no reason for you to. Well, think about this. So you were saying that, hey, I'm tired of the situation, being in a situation that I am, that I'm in. So you're gonna stay in that situation for the next month, another year, another 2 years, another 3 years, 5 years, when you have that opportunity to do so now. Because then your biggest regret is going to be, dang, I should went ahead and signed up when I had a chance to do this, and you didn't do it. You know what I mean? So, the market, it's going to be here. But at the same time, hey, we got that support, a big, strong system, like, behind you. Then, hey, you got something there that's going to say, or people there, that's not going to, leave you hanging like that. So, stop thinking about it, take a step. And hey, profit and faith. I
I
would
like
say
that. I like that. I like that.
definitely.
Look, so you dropped a couple of things, and I got to touch on that. So I love that profit and faith. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now the other thing, when you were saying, what are you waiting on with like, why are you still on the fence? All right, are you planning to be in the same position next month, next year, the year after that? Now here's the thing. This is what I noticed as well. When people say, I'm tired of my situation, okay, so what are we doing right now to change that situation? I'm tired of working 14-hour days. Okay, so what are you doing right now to stop working 14-hour days? You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of not being able to, save it at least $100 extra a month. Okay, so what are you doing to not, to be able to save $100 extra every single month? What are you doing? That's the question to you. What is it that you're doing so that way you can position yourself? So, oftentimes when people do stuff like that, it's because their belief system does not match their actions. You don't truly want that. And that's being 100% truthful. That you really don't want that. Because how is it that you can really want something, but you're not going to take any steps at all to position yourself? So one thing I've talked about before is our way of thinking. It is going to either attract money or it's going to repel money. So here's the thing for those individuals that stay on the fence, or that's like, I want to do it, but you're repelling money because opportunities are constantly coming to you and you're rejecting them. So therefore, you're not going to get what you say that you want. Again, you say that you want. You don't necessarily really want that. You say it because it sounds nice and you want to be included in the conversation. You don't want to be looked at like some bum. That's what that is. But it's okay. Be honest with yourself. If it's not something that you truly want and you're okay with living paycheck to paycheck, then that's fine. But see, I know there are a lot of people right now that are watching us either live or the playback that are not okay with living paycheck to paycheck, that are not okay with just having one stream of income or two. Because you may have a side hustle right now, but that side hustle is not replacing that main income. Well, here's an opportunity for you to learn how to fish for yourself instead of putting your money in a bank and letting it sit there and hoping that you're going to get money from your savings account when we know that your savings account does not give you nowhere near what you can get when you're trading.
And then let's go back to that side hustle.
Yeah.
So, that side hustle that you're doing, yes, that means, hey, that, hey, I want to make extra money.
Exactly.
Fine. Hey, if you join the academy, hey, you start trading with Forex and you start making that income, that extra income, that can help that side hustle. Because that side hustle could be, hey, I'm trying to open up a new business or whatever the case may be. And how can I get there? When you start trading, it can help you get there. So I would definitely say that for those that are, looking for another stream of income to have fun, that dream that they have, use this right here as a stepping tool to help you, to assist you, and getting there. It would definitely help you.
Yeah. And on top of that, the network.
Oh yeah.
So not only will you be able to fund it, right, by trading, but you also have a network. Do you know how many people we have? We have celebrities that are part of IM. We have other business owners. I'm talking about people who have 5, 10 different businesses right now. Serial entrepreneurs, right? You have individuals who are, just starting out as entrepreneurs, like myself and Charity. You have people that have different type of skill sets that more than likely will be able to help you with that side hustle, to help you to kind of streamline your process so that way you can get further along in that business and start receiving the results that you want to receive in your side hustle to become your main business. So that way you can actually leave that job that you started the side hustle for, so you can leave.
Exactly.
So the opportunity is there. What were you about to say?
I'm glad you said that, because I definitely have something to say about that. Like I said, when we first started this live, I said, hey, I've been in the military for a little bit over 20 years. As a matter of fact, I hit 20 years back in July, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've always said that, hey, I want to retire. Okay, so you want to retire? Okay, so what do you want to do? What? I got my own business. Well, what kind of business do you want?
Oh no.
I don't know, but I just know I don't want to work for somebody, on my own business and everything. So for me, being introduced to the foreign exchange market and IML Academy, it actually helped me. Like as far as my vision and hey, what I want to do, what I needed to do. Sometimes when you don't know exactly, like you know what you don't want.
Right.
Put it that way. So this right here, it can help you drive and say, hey, damn, now I know what I want. Because now at this point, I know, you know what? I want to continue this. Hey, I want to keep trading in the foreign exchange market, and hey, try to go full time with this. So now I'm not just sitting here and like, hey, just going along with the flow. Like, hi, I'm in the military. Hey, I'm getting out in about 2 years. And what am I going to do? This right here.
Exactly.
It's helped me. So if you are one of those people that hey, you don't know, or you're not sure about your next steps, your next moves, you want to change, things like that, hey, give this right here a try. No one says that you have to do it forever. Try it out. If you decide to say, hey, I'm gonna go 90 days doing this, what, 5 months, 6 months, whatever, at least set yourself a goal and say, hey, I'm gonna try this. And then feel that it's not for you, then bow out. But at the same time, don't miss an opportunity for something that can help you. I know we keep saying that, but that's very important. That's very, very, very important. And we can't stress that enough. Try something out. Take a leap. Take a leap of faith, period.
Yeah. Yeah. So I remember asking you multiple times, like, well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I don't know. And now, listen, yeah, I'm not gonna say some of the ideas that she came up with because she may still do the stuff. But what I would say is that she had like 30,000 different ideas. But guess what? I was in that same position. 2018, I said, after getting out of the seat as being a first sergeant, for those of you that are in the military, y'all know what that means. But after getting out of the seat, being a first sergeant, I said, you know what? I'm done with the Army. Like, I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. I love everybody that I've come in contact with. I appreciate everything. But I was just like, I'm just tired of working to fund somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sick of it. And so I've been working for other people since the age of 16. So for me, it's like I'm done with that. I want to be able to decide when I'm gonna get up. I want to decide when I'm gonna go and take a vacation. I'm tired of having to ask, well, can I take some leave? That's what we say in the Army. Can I take some leave? I got to put in my leave form. Okay, I can only take this amount of days and stuff. No. So I'm sick of that. So at that point, I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I have no idea what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, but I'm done. But you know what I did? I started doing research. I was doing little tests on myself. You know how they have these tests out where you can put out, what is it that you really enjoy doing, what you're good at, and it kind of gives you kind of like an idea of what type of jobs you can have. And I was like, job? Why are you giving me a job? Like, I don't want a job. That's the reason why I'm doing this. But it gave me a idea of what I'm good at, like what area I could go into. So when I kept seeing that, it was showing me that teaching is my strong suit. Learning and being creative is my strong suit. And now, mind you, I didn't even think that I was creative. Go figure. But here I am, and now I'm doing what I enjoy doing because I'm doing, I get to help people. I don't teach people how to trade. I'm a tutor. I really say that now. I'm like, I'm kind of like the 4S tutor. If you go to school and your grades are not so good in math, they'll tell you, hey, go to Charity because she'll be able to help you out. She'll help you take that C from a B so she can be your tutor. Right? And that's what I'm doing with trading, with Forex, cryptocurrency, and with binary options. So the opportunity is there. The network is there. Like, we have such an encouraging team. When I say, if somebody win 1 or 2 trades, everybody's like, yeah, clapping and responding and stuff. And I know some of the people on the team be like, oh my God, all this digging and stuff. I hope the app just stopped. But it's I'm telling you, it's a whole vibe, everybody. It really is. I love it, man. And I guess because being in the Army, you have that team, right? Well, you have the same thing here. And so that's the reason why I love it. What were you about to say, Charity?
I was gonna say support, support, support.
Yeah.
The academy, hey, they give you the education, but like Leona said, hey, she's also a tutor, which means that team that you have, we're gonna help each other out. Period.
Yeah.
So I definitely wanted to say that. I'm glad you said that, because when you said that, hey, the academy gives you the education, then you have your tutors. We can all be tutors, to each other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and you said it earlier where we have all of these different strategies and stuff. And so let's just say, like, Charity, I use an example. So Charity uses the DeLorean. Well, I use the harmonic scanner. I've mastered the harmonic scanner. So if I have questions about the DeLorean, guess who I'm gonna go to? I'm like, hey, Charity, I see, I'm getting on the DeLorean now. I kind of get it, but give me a couple of pointers. Or, hey, am I doing this right? Look at this. Like, we can bounce off of each other. And the same thing with other individuals that's a part of the team. We can pick up the phone and call each other. We get on Zoom and we'll be looking at stuff together to make sure we all get it. So it's not a matter of, can you do it? It's, do you want to do it? That's what it boils down to. It's not a matter of, is it too late to invest? Is it too late to start trading? It's a matter of, do you really want to do it? Because it's never too late. It's, do you really want to do it? What do you want? And ultimately, what do you want?
And one thing I would definitely say is when you get it. You may be optimistic about it at first when you first join and you're looking at charts like, ooh, but then when you get it, because you're gonna get it. When you get it, oh my God, that's gonna really change your outlook on a lot of things.
Right.
So it's about when.
Yeah, well. Definitely. And so I just really wanted to kind of get you on so that way we can get a different perspective, of course, because we all are different. We all come from different backgrounds and stuff. Speaking of come from different backgrounds, before we close this out, I wanted to share this. When you were talking earlier, I was like, oh man, I missed the opportunity, but I'm coming back to it. So for those of you that do not know, me and Charity both are from the same city and state. We both are from Chattanooga, Tennessee. We went to the same school, Howard High. Back then it was Howard School of Academics and Technology. And we joined the Army, and then we ended up at the same duty station in Germany, Wiesbaden, Germany, in the same dining facility. And we did not know each other. Yeah. And what happened was, I can't remember which individual it was, came to me and was like, hey, Maps, we got somebody in here. She's new, and she's from Chattanooga, Tennessee, too. And I was like, oh, really? I'm all excited. And come to find out, we went to the same high school. She graduated 2 years before me. And I was like, what? How did that happen? So I just found it was really funny. And then ever since then, me and her have been like this. Like, there is no separating us. So I'm just so glad to have you, one, in my life, and then two, you know it. And then two, and she's my baby's godmother. So see,
they chose
like So I mean, I'm being honest, like it's just a blessing to be able to, not only have somebody who's been in your life for, 20 years, but also now we're about to blow up together. See, it's not wait until Leona get it and then come to you. Nah, it's hey, let's go get it together. Let's go get these bags together. Let's go get this skill set together. So that way, we all going blowing up together. Because guess what? When y'all see all of us in Dubai,
Woohoo!
you already know what it is.
Because I'm
That
going.
means that's it. That's it. Because trips are going to be paid for by trading. See, I'm not using a credit card or whatever. No, I'm trading to make that money because, like my dear sister said, she loves to travel, so do I. So when we go to Dubai, that money is going to come from one of our trading accounts. Just like when we go to Australia. But what were you about to say?
And I was going to say, you do not have to have a lot of money to start trading.
Thank you. Speak on that, please.
Everybody think that you have to have a lot of money to start trading. You don't. You can start trading with $100, $200,
Yep.
$300, whatever the case may be. You don't have to have a lot of money to start trading. But once you start trading, you can make that money back just like that. Even if you decide to say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. But dang, I'm still looking at that tuition because hey, it's a academy. You're receiving education and everything. But you're gonna say, hey, you know what? Do I have enough money to pay for this? Yes, you do. Because when you start trading, you're gonna definitely have that money, to pay for it and everything. So, just don't get in your own way. Take that step, take a chance, and you'll thank yourself later. You'll thank us for telling you to thank yourself.
Right.
So I definitely say that.
Right. So I'm gonna go on ahead and end that since you made a good point. I don't want to go behind that. All I would do is first and foremost thank you so very much for getting on this live with me,
You're welcome.
and sharing your perspective and your experience so far. And if for whatever reason, you say, you know what, I still don't know. Hey, God bless you. That's okay. But for those of you that say, I want to do it, if I'm not your cup of tea, guess what? You can go to Charity. So, Charity, if you can, let everybody know where they can find you so that way they can reach out to you directly.
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook. Look up Charity Dunham. I'm on Facebook. I also have an Instagram page as well. Look up Charity Dunham again. And I'm also on YouTube as well. But on YouTube, my name is Charmel C. On YouTube, I'm still get my page really really up and running. I've had it for a while, but I really haven't done anything with it. But hey, you will you will find me on that as well. And I also have a website that's coming out soon. It's going to be called Profit and Faith.
Come on.
Profitandfaith.com. And that's where you can find me at. Okay.
Awesome. So now y'all know where to find Charity. So if I'm not your cup of tea, you go see Charity and she will make sure that you are good. She'll take care of you. With that being said, I thank everyone for getting on here. For those who are commenting, whether you're watching live or the replay, I just ask that you just keep in mind it's your time. Okay. It's not too late to invest in crypto. It's not too late to start trading. Go on ahead. As Charity say, profit in faith. Let's go get it. So I'm going to end this with my favorite quote, and that is from the legend. His name is Arthur Ashe, and he says to start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great Sunday. We will see y'all later.
Bye,